Kisah. Kemarin waktu nge-setup jadwal streaming karena nggak biasanya, bingung. Senin sama Selasa. Jadi kepilihnya Senin. Padahal streamingnya maunya Selasa. Ya apa ini? Jadi ya, karena udah salah jadwal mulai lebih awal aja 10 menit.
I too have trouble sleeping at times. Usually, I think about endless grasslands and drifting clouds. No, I don't count sheep. Imagining myself endlessly jumping over fences would be much too nerve-wracking.
Ya juga. The hand on Dick's shoulder causes one of the new Foundation employees to freeze in shock, while Miss New Bevel's orange bronco jumps around excitedly trying to play with it. Ya, tinggal tanggal 29 hari lagi si Lopera. Kalau ganti banner jadi Willow, kayaknya akan narik si Willow. Soalnya dia Poison cocok di satu tim sama Tuesday. Oh ya, semoga ini suaranya jelas ya. Kemarin coba ganti posisi mic. Gak jauh sih, cuman ganti sudut doang. Rotation ya Pak. Misalnya jadwal kayak gini, kalau misalnya di agensi VTuber udah dipecat kali ya. Udah SP1. Atasnya es masih bisa lagi nggak sih makhluk-makhluk ini? Ratingnya. Ini kalau dilihat-lihat ya kepitingnya ini, kita lagi ngeliat punggung kepitingnya loh. Iya, lihat deh. itu kan yang dua kecil ini matanya, terus itu tapetnya ngadep belakang. Ini sebenarnya punggung kepitingnya ya. Lucu sih tapi desainnya. Oh ya tuh kan dia jalannya juga. Lagunya enak banget. Lagu Wilderness enak. Ini Wilderness ini udah ngabisin 5 menit sendiri nih kalau dipikir-pikir. Trade, apa bisa di trade? Bukan mahal. Ya kurang ini ya. Magic wine glass. Aku trade satu deh. Oh, nice. Itu magic wine. Ada yang lagi di production nggak? Di produk nggak? Production. Ada. Hai Toko. Oh ya, anyway, resource dulu ya. Lagi ada bonusan penumbang analisis. Oh ya, mau tak ubah penumbang analisisnya sih. Ini nih. Regulus, Tooth Fairy.
I'm here for a worn tooth.
Gak critical rate sih. Tooth Fairy mah healing kan. Healing. Sotebi. Supaya ganti ke Kala ya. Coba deh.
Your every desire's my command.
Skala Bona sama Rufus cobain.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? This way, please. Perfectly understood. Keep calm.
A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic.
Stay back, I say!
No need to worry.
That to a horrible man.
My child,
Good timing.
it's for your safety.
Advice from the forest.
offer. Perfectly
Your
understood.
room is ready, dear.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master? Please, mortals!
Knock, knock. Room service.
Poison. Yay. Okay.
This way, please.
I think ini bisa ya. Self channel. Yep.
Shall I, Master?
At your service.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Sweet dreams.
Ooh.
Your end draws near.
My child.
Just wait, with bated breath.
Keep calm.
You're waking it.
No need to look back.
Petrify. Okay. Oh, nice.
Perfect service. Just like always.
Asik nih. Sekalian naikin bond deh. Yang menaikkan bond.
Which of these
Es,
things shall be attended?
sebentar. Kok tidak di auto? Lupa. Salah, tidak di auto. Harusnya di auto. Exit. Harusnya di auto. Sudah ada satu viewer. Halo, daily ini dulu. Daily apa? Daily resource biasa, penuh analisis.
Do you have a little faith?
Bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic.
No need to worry.
The real troublemaker of a gift, aren't you?
Forest.
Do keep calm, please.
Keep.
Knock, knock. Room service. It's for your safety.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds. Dreams. Please allow me.
You're
No
waking
need
it.
to look back.
Perfect service. Just like always.
Ntar aja deh. Ya enggak deh, sekalian.
Have to lend a hand.
Do you have a little faith?
Bloody handprint on broken glass.
Please, mortals.
I really do that to a poor little maid. It's for your safety.
Advice from the forest. I look forward to punishing you. Please allow me. Stay back, I say.
Knock, knock. Room service. The real troublemaker of a gift, aren't you?
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds. Dreams.
kids.
Nice. Okay. Story time. Story lang. Apa? Chapter 1. Langsung firing squad.
Cowards! Mutineers! Traitors! You've made your choices. Now you'll learn the consequences. Zeno never forgives. Attention! Ready! Aim! Fire!
Kenapa chapter? Harusnya aku nggak usah nanya. Ini reverse 1999.
A shame you had to see all that. Our second Lieutenant Lopera is a crackshot. I trained her to be nothing less. Yet no soldier of Zeno would take pride in an execution. The burden falls on me. This was my fault. My negligence. She hunted down these traitors herself.
Emmy, check the bodies. The rest of you, form up. Orders completed, Admiral.
Well done. Dismissed. There have been too many accidents, an unacceptable rate.
Leak footage ini udah pernah di-mention di.
Could you have to kill your own men?
Oh,
Not our men. Not any longer.
MDK bilang di chat started out brutal. Yes. Yes, start out brutal.
So they got what they deserved then.
Lieutenant Muldir is investigating still. We will find out who else was involved. The Apostles' Brotherhood is back. We suspect they may have even infiltrated our base. We've also received intel indicating Manus Vindicta's presence in San Paulo.
Manus Vindictae? I'm not entirely surprised. Intelligence suggests they are closely associated with the Apostles' Brotherhood.
Apostles Brotherhood.
What I hadn't expected is that they would drop their Order of Enlightenment guys so soon. But Arcane is dead.
There is no room for doubt. No one, nothing could survive a vacuum bomb. You will become used to the tropical sun in São Paulo.
Oh, San Paulo ya, bukan Sao Paulo ya bacanya ya. Vertin kepanasan.
I've been through a lot worse. Snowy mountains, deserts, and soaring eagles.
I do find myself thinking back to those times. It should never have been a battleground. Our business here is concluded. Timekeeper, Lieutenant Lilia, let us continue inside.
Do you really need me in there, Capitan? Otherwise, I'd like to hang out here for a bit. I'll check on Sotheby. See you both later. Пока.
Dismissed, soldier. But I caution you. Much has been abandoned here. Remember our rules and keep to within the guarded areas. There may be a person of interest to us nearby. A writer for their Two magazine, said to be a blind woman named Irt. Her works seem to be published after every era the storm has affected.
Oh, ini yang dicari-cari kemarin. Yang pakai acara nanya Barbara.
It could be this is only an alias. A pen name used by a new person each time. Or
could she really have crossed the storm 8 times? And somehow the storm has never affected her. Miss Barbara provided us with some information. She said the latest piece was sent from a veterans residence in Sao Paulo.
I understand they have a doctor working there, a blind woman. If so, she would match our intelligence on this mysterious tattoo writer. You should seek her out.
Nah, masalah kita ke agensi nyari urut juga kan. Waktu agensi langsung nyari, seingatku langsung nyari pulaunya si 37. Dia denger, Vertin tuh denger urut waktu selama dia di pulau itu kalau nggak salah. Habis itu makanya dia baru nyari. Memang pakai acara nanya ke Barbara kayak itu the entire haunted highway terjadi hanya karena saya nyari Barbara. Barbara kemana? Ke motel berhantu. Oh no. Tapi ya seingat gue yang agensi bukan nyari si Urt ya. Apa nyari? Ingatku sih dia nyari pulau ya, bukan nyari Urt. Tapi ya kayaknya mesti double check. Padahal baru juga berapa minggu lalu beres. Right.
You are fortunate to have come now, Timekeeper. Carlos, the late commander here, was something of a pain to work with. An idiot. Maybe this is why his own men rose up and killed him. We've already dispensed with most of them.
Those men you just had executed?
Yes. La Pera raided one of their locations. Manus Vindicti will not be so happy to hear that, I think.
Oh, MDK bilang, ingatnya waktu bangun di pulau dia tanya 37 orang yang namanya Urt. Ya, dia benar, dia sempat nanya orang yang namanya Urt waktu di pulau itu. Gua juga inget. Tapi terus 37 atau 6 bilang nggak tahu. Kayaknya mesti atau si 6 malah yang harus yang ini. Kayaknya sama 6 deh. 37 tuh sama hal-hal kayak gitu agak-agak clueless, jadi kemungkinan 6 deh yang ditanya.
She was, I'm told, excessive in her work, a loose cannon. But I'm pleased with her results.
Ini Igor ini vibe-nya kalau di Arknights kayak si siapa itu namanya? Aduh, siapa kakek jenderal lupa aku.
Admiral, with you in charge here now, I thought I might ask a favor.
Helagur, betul.
I'm quite complicated.
Vibe-nya Helagur.
Visit to Sao Paulo. I wonder if I might request Zeno spare some manpower to assist us.
Our situation is more dire than expected. I will see what can be done, Timekeeper, but no promises.
Si Igor gak kepanasan apa pakai jaket kayak gitu?
Lieutenant Muldir will provision you with everything you need. And Lopera, she knows São Paulo well. You may take her with you as a guide. Now, Timekeeper, there is also something you might do for me.
Bantuin, balas dong bantuin.
As long as it's within my power, Admiral.
I see that you have one of ours with you, Lieutenant Lilia. I ask that she serve us for the duration of your mission here. She's a fine instructor, and Zena is in need of help training our latest recruits.
Lilia, fine instructor.
I'll speak with her and see what she thinks.
Thank you.
Mungkin iya sih.
I should return to my work. Your comrades should be waiting for you in the meeting room with Lieutenant Muldir.
Cuma Lilia mungkin cara ngajarnya aja rada aneh. Oi. Apa ini? Apa ini? Apakah ini gameplay? Gain access to monologue. Connected more stories with unlock. Oh, ya siapa aja ini? Bentar, kan kelihatan. Ini kurang jelas. Ini distorsinya kok. Efek-efeknya bagus, shader ya itu ya. This is an old friend. Who's the old friend? A new photo of an old friend. Orange headed ini si Regulus. Oh enggak, Lopera.
What are you doing out here alone?
Molly!
At ease, soldier. You've really been building some strength, haven't you? And you are sprouting up like a weed.
And you? Looks like they've been feeding you well.
Pera! Stop it!
How long will you be staying this time?
Not long. Father plans to leave soon. He was furious when he heard about the defections. He ordered that he be brought here immediately. Perhaps you might leave with us when the new CEO arrives.
Really? But I don't know. Things are going well for me here, Molly. I enjoy being near the veterans' residence.
And I'm happy for you. The wisdom of elders is worth its weight in gold.
Oh, come on. You sound just like him.
Speaking of him, didn't the old man come with you?
He's still with the timekeeper in his office.
Ah, so you snuck out just to see me?
Did you really?
You did!
No. I came to, weed. The grounds have gotten so messy since the shutdown.
What's with this interaction? Kenapa lucu? Weeding.
You're lying. Those ears of yours are scarlet red.
All right, no more joking. We should get to the meeting room. Our foundation guests are waiting. I would like to get back before they realize I've slipped away.
All right, but while we go, let me tell you about the prisoner we captured during our raid. And the strange little sheep in a bottle.
Room? What room?
Hmm, 1968. Izmir. I've never heard of it. I wonder if they have any Abang Akus there.
Abang Akus. Izmir.
'86. Rio de Janeiro. Rio. Hold on. Is that...
Bagus.
Mr. Carson?
Huh? Mr. Carson.
Oh, you have friends in Rio?
I can't believe it. That simply must be Mr. Carson.
Huh? Halo, welcome. Yang baru muncul.
The storm. I saw him. He dissolved.
Mr. Carson? What? You mean this old geezer in the photo? What are you talking about?
must be Mr. Carson. There's no two men in the world that could look so alike. Could it be a doppelganger? Or an evil twin? But then, surely, Mr. Carson would have mentioned a twin brother. Even an evil one. The nose? And his eyes. Though he's not wearing his glasses. But I know those wrinkles. I have to look closer.
Look closer. Zoom in.
Must be mistaken. But he's so very like the Carson I remember. Maybe then, Mr. Carson could still be...
Achoo.
Phew!
Where is Lieutenant Muldir?
Ketahuan deh moldirnya.
Sir, timekeeper.
Tumben Lilia ini.
Come and look. Mr. Carson could still be alive.
Huh?
Hah? Apakah Admiral Igor playable? Good question. Good question. Mengingatnya kemarin sudah bertemu Miss Kimberly, ternyata playable. Apakah Admiral Igor yang nggak tahu ditunggu. Kok aku ada feeling tidak enak. Sebenarnya tidak playable. Banyak osan memang di sini.
I guess Sotheby saw someone familiar in one of these veterans' photos. You know this Carson guy?
Look, look!
He does bear a striking resemblance to Mr. Carson, if my memory serves me right.
Oh, 86. We lost many good soldiers to the Amazon that year. But some battled through, survived.
Sebentar. 68 apa 86 sih? Mana tuh tadi ada angkanya? 29, 86. Oh iya bener 86.
This man is one of the latter. You're saying that you've met this man before?
He looks remarkably similar to a friend of ours who we lost in the storm in 1929. In fact, Admiral, they appear to be nearly identical. It's almost unthinkable.
I must say, Mr. Carson would never dress like that. But I'm certain this is him.
Apakah Mr. Carson terisekai? Time slip.
That is fascinating.
Do you know if this man is still alive?
I couldn't say. Doubtful he would be in our service anymore. But you may find him at the veterans' residence in São Paulo.
Oi, pessoal! Thank you for your patience.
Yang satu disuruh jagain malah kabur. Berarti ya selain Igor akan ada Osan lagi, si siapa namanya? Duncan, Mr. Duncan. Opera.
Lieutenant Mulder, about time. What was it? Did you stop for a picnic?
Scalding comment.
Admiral, I...
Winning.
Save your excuses.
Yes, sir.
It was my fault, Admiral. I ran into her on our way here. It's been a while since we last saw each other.
Your performance on the training ground early was most impressive, Miss Lepera. Allow me to introduce my team. This is Miss Sotheby. And this is Lieutenant Lilia.
How's it going? I was previously assigned to HQ.
It seems your assignment here has done little for your discipline, Lopera. You have new orders. I'm assigning you to accompany the timekeeper and her team to São Paulo for the duration of their mission.
Me and Lepera? That's a whole lot of firepower. What are we expecting during this mission?
Oh, sorry, Lilia. I haven't had the chance to speak with you privately. The Admiral asked if you could stay on site to help with training their new recruits. What do you think? You can do as you wish.
Training up some new blood, eh? Well, as long as you think you can handle things without me, I can stick around to lend a hand. It will be just like the good old days back at the academy.
Thank you, Lieutenant. As for you, Lopera, please show our guests to their rooms. And try not to overexert yourself. Lieutenant Lilia, stay for a moment. Lieutenant Mulder will bring some documents shortly. They should prove useful for your assignment. Now, I have other business to attend to. If you'll excuse me.
Come on, let's go. I'll show you around. But stay close. This base can be a bit of a labyrinth. It's only missing a bloodthirsty minotaur lurking its halls. Well, I haven't seen him yet anyways. The base here has been understaffed for some time. Whole sections are deserted. It can be dangerous. We don't usually allow guests to move about freely. Well, who am I kidding? We don't have any guests in the first place. Who comes here for a visit? Scenic views of dead gardens and overgrown brush. In the spring, we have vine-tripping competitions. And in the summer, you can be part of our complimentary bug buffet. Even the farmers back home had it better than these. Before Zeno moved in, this was the fort of some Lisbon aristocrat.
Oh, Lisbon, Portugal ya? Oh iya, Brasil kan emang Portugis ini ya, bahasanya ya.
There's only one place fully off limits here. That tower.
What's in there?
It must be the Minotaur's lair.
Adalah benar, Sotebi.
Secret lab for super soldiers.
Oh my god, Sotebi.
Imbued with the strength of an ox, the wits of a man, and the wings and fiery breath of a dragon.
Senora, this is a Xeno base, not some chimera's nest. Besides, if there were any monsters in there, I would have heard them by now.
Were those the Admiral's exact words? That nobody is allowed inside the tower?
Yeah, that was what he said. Under no circumstances is anyone to be allowed inside.
Eh,
Miss Vertin, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
ya mereka berdua.
Let me say this again. There are no monsters in that tower. And I am under orders to escort you directly to your rooms. But if we were to say walk a bit too close and accidentally provoke some nearby creatures,
Ya ini orang-orang ini. Nggak sengaja kan.
How terrible! It seems trouble has found us.
Hah, lagunya dari
Hey, is the camera in place? Silence.
bisa lah.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? Perfectly understood. Do you have a little faith in me, Master?
Bukan Mbak Selasa. Kenapa Isainun?
Need me to get you guys an ambulance?
Ainun saya sudah 100%. Kalau kalah baru better call Argus.
Yeah, I know. A tooth for a tooth.
Ini apa? Status apa ini? Oh, ini dari
Feel it pain, know it regret.
Feel like dark and
Tuesday, bukan Thursday, Tuesday dia.
An eye for an eye.
Cus. Entas.
shall I, Master?
A tooth for a tooth, noble or lowly, sin shall be punished. Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Hell's Gates!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, nor any special kind of cannibalism. Wish
dreams.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master. Do 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 do.
They gave me quite a start. Thankfully, they were easy to handle.
We can't let them run off. Who knows what damage they could do?
Mereka. Ayo kita kejar-kejar kemana? Ke menara. So happen to be heading in the direction of the tower. Astaga, anak-anak ini. Nggak sengaja, guys. Nggak sengaja. Modus.
Now where could they have gone?
It may well be possible they fled into the tower.
Fervin! Gimana sih?
It's the entrance.
Emangnya
Timekeeper. Mi viejo, the admiral. He won't be happy with this.
But why? Is there something hidden inside?
There's an arcane array on the door. Is it to stop us from entering? Or to keep what's inside from coming out?
I have no idea. We're soldiers. We follow orders, no questions. As mi viejo would say.
Jangan cuma dibuka.
Flooding we've had. They probably shoved everything they wanted to keep safe and dry in there.
Lopera,
Accidental adventure, baik.
you get lost on your way to the guest room, Spera. You know better.
Please FBI.
Your ship will be leaving early tomorrow morning. Please return to your rooms and get some rest. This is a military base, not an amusement park. Please, do not wander about, especially near restricted areas.
Area 51 nih.
My apologies, Lieutenant. Perhaps you could point us in the right direction.
Disebutnya Arcane Array ya. Kalau itu Magic Circle di sini.
The seal. It's gone.
Apa yang di dalam keluar?
Here, put this on, Pera. It will allow me to track you should anything happen. You'll remember to bring father a souvenir this time, yes? And promise me you will be careful. I do not wish for our parrot to buy the farm just yet.
Don't worry about me, Molly. Worry about them. I'll kill them all if I have to. Every last one.
All right. Enough blabbering. Do you two always share these little heart-to-hearts whenever you leave? I got nothing to say except bye. Or is the tortoise suddenly not so worried about its speed?
Sotheby, do we have everything?
Naturally. Miss Sotheby is always ready to travel.
The ship is boarding now. After it departs, I will spend some time gathering intel on Mr. Duncan.
Thank you.
We should be able to find him in the flesh once we get to town. Duncan and I go way back. And I'll introduce you to another friend. She lives in a bottle.
White room.
I'd be delighted to meet your friends. We should be going now. Lilia, I've told Admiral Eagle that he can rely on you for further assistance as necessary. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, I'll do whatever needs doing.
Счастливого пути! Admiral, a prisoner has gone missing from the tower. We'll make sure it's kept under wraps. The seal was broken, and we are still investigating who might have been involved. I did encounter the timekeeper, Miss Sotheby and Lopera, near the tower yesterday. Still, I see no reason to suspect them.
Kita sudah tahu bahwa Vertin itu harus disuspek untuk everything bad that happen.
The timekeeper doesn't have any incentive, and Lopera... No, she wouldn't be involved.
Padahal yang megang si Vertin. Vertin tuh kayaknya nggak ngerti Arcane Array ya.
Find the prisoner, but don't attempt recapture. Let's see who she's been in touch with.
Understood.
Lieutenant, this was a failure that must not be repeated.
Iya, Vertin itu kayaknya dia nggak ngerti Arcane Array. Abort the alligator.
Oh, look at those strange cowboys.
Apa strange kok?
What are they doing with those hooks? Are they trying to hitch a ride?
Yes, they will use those hooks to grab onto the side of the ship and moor their boats to ours.
Oh.
Take this, timekeeper.
What's this?
Just a map, in case we get separated. These will show you the way from the harbor to the veterans' residence. Though, it can't show you the safest way. For that, you'll need me. But what am I saying? San Paulo is perfectly safe. That's what the politicians say anyways. Never mind the talk of gangs, cartels, and greedy multinational corporations. Pure slander.
Thank you for the warning, and the map. Let's hope I won't find any occasion to use it.
hope so too. Well, we have a long cruise ahead. I'll leave you to your business. At the mice.
Kamu jangan ditinggal-tinggal loh, Pera.
So the kitchen even prepares food for them.
No line cutting. You boy, back to your place. You up, or there will be no dinner for you tonight.
Aduh, Sotebi ini kalau ketemu kayak beginian.
Out of my way!
Miss Verton, did you notice that boy? Wasn't he awfully strange?
You're right. Come on, let's go see what he's up to.
Tuh kan, Vertin ini langkah dikit ketemu aneh-aneh.
It's you.
Lapar.
Oh, Burton! How? What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the very same question.
Oh, bulan lalu udah sebulan.
Is this a new friend, Verton? A pleasure to meet you.
Please, take this.
Namanya masih Kimberly, baik.
Thank you.
Have you found what you lost since we last met? Perhaps I could help.
Thank you, but I would prefer to do this on my own. I was the one who lost it, and I will be the one to get it back.
This ship is headed to Sao Paulo. Is that where you're heading as well? Would you like to accompany us?
Sao Paulo? I don't... There isn't anything for me there. Only a bit of misery and pain. There's no more dancing, no feasts or banquets, no... No. I would rather we simply part ways here, Miss Virgin. Farewell and pleasant journeys. I'm indebted to you for your kindness. Ah, and your friend here. Aren't you just a sweetheart?
Gimana? Jangan makan Sotebi. Sotebi jangan dimakan. Nanti kamu kena poison.
Madam, please, this simply isn't proper or ladylike.
Memang ya apa Pak MDK? Aku butuh cloud pendulum itu.
A few treats to buy their worship, and they call it kindness. How undignified to be reduced to begging for scraps like a dog.
Dignity doesn't count for much in the face of hunger.
Yet no man can live by bread alone.
And yet none can live without it.
You're a clever girl, Senora. But I hear from your accent you are no local. So what brings you to San Paulo? Business, ne? I have some business myself in the favelas.
Colombia, senor. And no, only a visit. To the San Paulo Veterans Residence. It's a safe place. If you find yourself in trouble, you should seek it out.
Oh, is it now? Thank you. You're very kind to offer. Care for a game of dice, señorita?
What's the bet?
Well, let us bet against the goodness in one another. Let us say that the loser will cover the cost of all the food given to all the little vendedores today. In the winner's name, of course.
That's no small wager, senor. Still, I appreciate the good game. High-low then. Who goes first?
ladies first.
Low.
Let's make it more interesting. 6. If it rolls anything else, you win. Do you mind? I lost, just as was meant to be. So then, I am to be the vehicle of grace today. Might I have your name, Senora? So that all may know the name which is to be sung in paradise today.
Carlota Lopez Rivera. But it is Lopera should you ask after me.
That's an interesting die you have there.
It was only luck. What's going on?
Do as I say, all of you!
Yeah.
Look, Vertin. There are some more river cowboys over there.
River cowboys.
I'm afraid they seem more like river pirates. Stay back, Sotheby. What do you want?
Where's the captain? We're changing destinations. The ship will be docking in the favela now. Or we'll blow it all to bits.
Get out of the way!
Hold your fire, Lopera. There are oil drums on board.
Turn the whole ship into tomorrow's headline. Aduh. Aduh, siapa lagi sih ini yang gue punya? Ah iya, itu belum dibikin. Desert Flanel belum beres dinaikin. Ayo sudah YOLO saja lah.
This trial is mine to judge.
Perfectly understood.
Yes, I know.
Do have a little faith in me, Master. Please, Otto!
Need me to get you guys an ambulance?
A tooth for a tooth.
Feel my dark embrace!
Atop the scale of justice.
Perfectly understood.
What? You still don't recognize me? What about now?
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Please, allow me.
Buang ya kalau itu ya. Oh sebentar, tidak dia bisa menyimpankan ini.
Shall
for an eye.
Incantation to discard. Ini aja.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. The law is above all else.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is
no magic nor any special kind that can wish us. Sweet dreams.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master. Do 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 do.
Dipukul.
Lepera!
Either we go to the favela or to the bottom of the river. Claro? Make your call.
The favela. Are you with the Apostles' Brotherhood?
Huh?
They forced you into doing this, didn't they? Hijack the sheep and bring it to us. Is that right? Too bad for you. These ship won't be making any unplanned detours today.
Not today.
Estúpidos! Get down!
Meledak.
Blazebusters?
Oh my god! Lifeboats! Get to the lifeboats now!
God help us! This is hell! Hold the railings! Stay on the deck!
Let go, Sotheby. You need to jump now. Join Lepera.
Martin!
Somebody, please get her. She's still.
Dipikir-pikir, ini kedua kalinya kapal yang ditumpangin Vertin meledak. Kayaknya dia nggak boleh jalan via jalur air deh. Iya, Vertin tuh kayaknya nggak cocok nggak cocok pakai jalur air.
Can't have you dying here. Why do we keep meeting in these awkward situations?
Ya nggak tahu kok, tanya saya. Tanya Devnya.
Consider my debt paid.
Ferdin adalah Joseph Joestar. Oh my god. Kamu itu tidak cocok kerja di air. Iya, Ferdin, kamu tidak cocok kerja di air, Ferdin. Meskipun kamu tahan storm, tapi ya udah, kamu tahan storm, kamu tidak cocok kerja di air. 2 kali loh. Demi apa? Astaga. Kenapa urusannya sama si kenapa si sama si Anjonala aka Miss Kimberly ini tiap kali kita menemukan dia lagi makan ayam, makan roti. Nggak, kecuali waktu di tempatnya Tuesday dia nggak selera makan.
So, things went sideways. That's what happens when you put guns in the hands of amateurs.
Loh, apa lagi?
But you handled the water better this time. You controlled your breathing, kept your airways clear, and this time, you remembered to lie back and float.
Oh tunggu, nggak, ini suaranya beda.
Does it matter? I'm all you've got. We're at war. Bullets flying, wounds festering, typhoid, cholera, and all the worst of it. It's a living hell, and only fools think there's any honor in it. You never expect to see a familiar face again. Not in times like these. Now I need you to listen. There's something you should know. The raid on the river was a ploy, and its mastermind is an old acquaintance. As for the ones who carried it out, you already heard about them this morning. They promised their followers they'd push south, and they did. With their supplies secured by a mysterious third party, they paraded through every town along the way, playing as liberators and taking out anyone they decided were their enemies. They swelled in numbers, larger than any local gang or cult had ever gotten before. Now they swarm across the land like a school of red-bellied piranhas, always hungry, ready to tear apart anything that crosses their path. Chances are they're doing fine, just like you. Would have been nice if you caught what that little executioner and that gold-hearted gambler were talking about during their dice game. Guess you'll have to ask her later. Listen, I'm not here to run your errands or play your messenger boy, so ask nicely. There's nothing more I need to tell you, for now.
Dipancing.
The Brotherhood just took a beating from Zeno. If they're caught up with their own trouble, then we might have a golden opportunity to turn the people against them. We can't lose anyone else to their lies. What do you say? Want to talk about plans?
Here, drink up.
Thanks. Listen, as much as I enjoy being out here all day, we've got to take action now. The sooner the better. Don't you think?
Hold your horses, young Galeno. Let me explain. Say I throw a punch at you now. Really hit you good. What next? Maybe you'll storm off at first. Then you round up your cousins. Maybe grab that Tommy gun you borrowed from Colonel Tiago. Then you'll find me, all alone, and say, "You're done, you old fart!" I'm not gonna harm you, kid. And if ever I do, remember that old Duncan must have his reasons, and he'd never harm a friend intentionally.
What is all that supposed to mean?
I'm rambling. I mean, true enough that Lopere hit them hard, and we both know that the Brotherhood will aim to settle that score. And they won't wait long. But if we don't play this smart, it'll only cause them to lash out more. Still, we do have to consider one thing. Those who chose to follow them never come back.
No. They don't.
So, let's seize the day. Grab opportunity by the horns, and maybe we stop losing more of our friends to those bastards. Right now, seems to me that Zeno is our best bet.
That just might work, old man. With the Brotherhood falling apart, Zeno will start to look pretty good to folks here.
Ah, but not so fast, kid. We need a little patience. Let the line out a little first. If you fail to prepare, you're prepared to fail. Got it! Excellent! Oh, don't think you can get away from me! Ah, you like to wrestle, huh? All right, let's see who gets the upper hand. Old Duncan is not about to lose a battle to a fish!
Osa! Do you see the size of its belly? It's huge!
Mancing tapi bito.
Catch one, get one free. How generous!
Ya, gue juga menduga begitu. Ini mancing tapi bito apa?
All right, jokes aside, Galeno. Come on, help me get her out.
This has got to be the strangest thing you've ever fished out from the river.
Duncan! Duncan!
Lah?
Duncan, look! She's got an anaconda chasing after her!
Liar banget, oh my god. Ini bener-bener Brazilian experience.
I saw it. Don't you worry. Hang in there, Lopera. Come this way, we'll get you. Here, take it.
Thank goodness you were here to grab me. But what are you doing all the way out here?
I was wondering the same thing about you, girl. Seems like a strange place for a swim. I suppose you wouldn't know anything about the girl we just fished out over there.
Sotheby! Hey, can you hear me?
Easy now, Lopera. We just cut her out of that fish's belly. You're a veritable Jonah, aren't you?
Veritable Jonah.
I dreamt of a very, very big fish. And I was in its belly. It was as wide as the sky. I couldn't breathe. A terribly strange dream, Mr. Carson.
She's awake!
Mr. Carson?
Oh.
You... How? There's a little dirt on me. Here, and on the collar too. Oh, goodness. Why am I here? What? Could it really be you, Mr. Carson?
Carson? You must be mistaken, little lady. My name is Duncan. I'm a friend of Lopera.
That's right. Sotheby, this is Duncan from the Veterans Residence. We've known each other for a long time.
Ada yang agak lucu sebetulnya kalau dipikir-pikir. Tadi si Lopera, kamu ngapain di sini? Lah, kamu juga ngapain kata Mr. Duncan? Tapi waktu pas Lopera masih berenang, dia manggil Duncan. Soalnya, jadi dia tahu atau nggak ada Duncan di situ. Sama scene-nya Mr. Carson ya.
You must be confusing him with someone else.
Now, up on your feet, little lady.
Mr. Carson! Oh, sorry. It's just... I didn't expect you to suddenly pull my arm.
Pardon me, little lady. We tend to be very straightforward here in the favela.
It's quite all right. Only... No, I just don't understand. You look exactly like Mr. Carson. How could you be anyone else? Except for your attire and those shoes.
Banyak bedanya, Sotheby.
And the liquor?
Ya Anda dari masa prohibition.
Oh, pardon me, little miss. Are you not comfortable with us drinking? Galeno, put the cup away for me, please.
No, I only meant... Mr. Carson, it truly seems as though you've forgotten everything. Oh, but I'm being terribly unladylike. Still, you don't seem to mind at all.
Ya karena saya memang bukan Mr. Carson, so tapi sadar.
I must be a dead ringer for this guy to have gotten you all flustered, little miss. Seems like you cared very deeply for this Mr. Carson.
Yes, I did. So then, you really aren't him.
Sorry to disappoint, little lady, but I'm flattered by the resemblance. Maybe I can be your friend too. In fact, feel free to call me Carson. Why not? A rose by any other name, eh?
Mr. Carson.
I know how hard it can be. I lost my wife, and my comrade in arms. I even managed to lose his daughter, after I promised to take care of her.
Bapak MDK jangan nyanyi, nggak usah nyanyi.
I'm rambling again. I suppose what I'm saying is, I know what it feels like to lose someone you love.
Vertin mana?
But what about Miss Burton? We've lost her. Where could she be now? We must find her.
Slow down. We need to think things through first. Those knuckleheads blew up the entire ship.
Vertin mana? Itu loh yang penting.
Which means our comms belong to the Caymans now.
Not to worry. I've been through worse. Back in '82 on the Rio Negro... Before I go rambling on again, let's head back to the city. Come on now. Trust good old Duncan. Sorry, I mean Carson. Trust Carson to lead the way.
Oh. Kenapa saya tiba-tiba disidang? Kenapa tiba-tiba guilty?
I've never wanted to put San Paulo through this chaos. Order, peace, unity. Those are my purposes. Much has been wagered here, Marcando, Much. Now it has been lost. Your Reverence, it was Zeno. Those animals. We'll make them pay for what they did. Is that why you've decided to grace us with your presence, Your Reverence? There is a lot to do if we're going to recover the ground I've lost, Your Reverence. And there's something more. A new doctor down at the veterans' residence. Some blind woman. I would not bother you with it, Lord Santos. Except that she's been helping people in the favela, and it is swaying them towards Zeno. Then this doctor is with Zeno. She must be. She's always at the veterans' residence. Spends most of the day with those old war dogs. A doctor gaining the trust of the people in the favela. She'd make quite the prize, wouldn't you say, Marcando? A much more valuable bargaining chip to Zeno than a few deserters. You will see this task through, Marcando. But before that, we need to pay a visit to the favela. I've brought us some new blood.
Favela.
See? Just like this. Wrap the wire around it. Better do it twice. And align the red and black. Slowly.
Unbelievable!
It's science, kids. Nothing unbelievable about it.
It's science.
I don't know how to thank you, Duncan.
Igor pusing laporin gini.
Put her through.
Pusing Igor diiniin.
It's me. What happened?
Our ship was sunk. Miss Sotheby and I washed ashore near the favelas. As for the timekeeper, she went overboard. We lost sight of her in the commotion.
Marahin sama foundation lo kalian.
We'll send people to find her and escort her to the veterans' residence.
Additionally, Lieutenant, I have some fresh recruits eager to enroll with Zeno. But they will need the Admiral's assurances that their families will be under our protection.
They have it. What's their ETA?
They'll leave at once.
Head up.
That little hothead.
Sir, your orders.
Leave the matter to me, Mulder. I will send someone to take care of this.
What did the Admiral say?
He agreed.
Did you hear that? Zeno will protect us!
have no doubt. They were working for the Brotherhood.
The Apostles' Brotherhood? They've bounced back quicker than I'd hoped. Still, we need to be cautious. Figure out just what they're after.
That guy looks familiar. That's him! He was on the ship with me.
The Brotherhood has experienced a setback, yes, as all great causes do. But we will rise again, for we serve the one true purpose. Hear me now, brothers and sisters, fellow Arcanists. Our days of anguish and deprivation are over. This sufferer will walk among us once more, and we will bask in their divine grace. The day of triumph draws near. Soon our wagers will pay off. All will reap what we have sown. You only need stand with us and take their blessings. In return for this, they ask only for your unwavering allegiance.
Only.
My brothers and sisters, speak. What do you seek?
Senor, please, we only want to see our family again. Since they've joined the Brotherhood, we've had no word. We haven't seen or heard from them at all.
But you will see them again soon. I tell you that they are even now faithfully serving our kind in a new land of prosperity. They're in Ushuaia, in Antarctica, in all places where the past and the future converge. There will be no more poverty, no more hatred, no more chaos. We shall reclaim what's rightfully ours. Remember this. Humans are vile and sinful creatures. They tortured our men and women, leaving our children to cry in hunger and desperation. But they've already played their hand. All their reason, their science, and their despicable organizations. They raised these rotten edifices to weaken us and leech off of our misfortunes, to blind us from our true purpose. But no longer. Soon their games will be over, and every injustice and oppression they've held over our people will be returned tenfold. All that they've built will crumble down over their heads. Tell me, my fellow brothers and sisters, what is evil? Evil is the absence of good. And to find what is good is to follow our path. The High One has promised us strength and glory.
Come with me.
That's a Manus mask.
Sorrow will weaken you, and fear may seize your hearts. Instead, let faith be your guide. Those who take that leap shall find themselves lifted up on the apostles' wings, while those who hesitate will be scorched by the fires at their feet. I have said all that must be said. We'll meet again here in 3 days' time.
Don't listen to him! He's a lunatic!
So therapy.
And just who are you?
Siapa Anda?
As students of the truth, we have been granted a much stronger weapon than violence.
Lopera, follow my lead. Sir, please forgive her. She has mistaken you for those pirates on the Tiete River.
So just a misunderstanding then? I'm no lunatic after all?
Yes, Your Reverence. She came across a terrible raid on her way here, you see. The poor girl was left terrified.
Well, I'll need more than a few words to convince my friends we have not been insulted.
I'm an old man with nothing to give you but the truth. Believe me, sir, I came all this way just for you. I want to join the Brotherhood. She didn't mean to offend any of the gentlemen here. Please, sir, she's only a kid.
Of course. I try never to take offense at a sweet young lady. However, if I'm to believe you, I will need you to up your ante to prove you are worthy, sir.
Santos ini ganteng-ganteng kultis.
If that's what you need, Lord, allow me to sweeten the deal. See that guy over there? His name is Galeno. He's been recruiting for Zeno. He told me so himself.
Duncan?
Bring the young man closer, Marcando.
Are you out of your mind? Don't touch me!
Kultis versus Osan. Yes. Aduh, aku harus naikin apa namanya resonansnya.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? Perfectly understood.
Oh, dodge.
Stay back, I say.
Hey! Don't be shy.
Oh, udah nggak dodge ya.
Yes, I know. An eye for an eye. Oh, need me to get you guys an ambulance? Feel it paid and know it's regret.
for a tooth.
Perfectly understood. Shall I, Master? Please, mortals!
Oh, damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no magic, nor any special kind of magic. Wish us.
Kultis versus Osan. Yes, Kultis versus Osan. Love it. Ah, dodge lagi. Ya, dodge lagi di... Gak masuk dong damage 10.000-nya. Masuk, ding.
Perfectly understood. Keep calm. Stay back, I say. It's not really the best.
Oke. Healernya lagi yang mati.
It's not really the best you have to offer.
Tunggu dulu, gimana caranya? Tuesday, kenapa? Dia dari dia ngambil buaya yang urban legend, buaya peliharaan dibuang ke kloset dan menjadi mutan.
Bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic. It's for your safety.
Ta-da! Time for a special massage.
Nope. Ya kan, resonance-nya masih dinaikin emang. Tidak, no. Terus di solo sama Tuesday? I think yes. Oke. Enggak. Dia mati duluan sih. Dia mati ya. Belum poison. Ya, Psycube sama itunya. Kok penasaran deh.
I'm here for a warm too. Our rooms are always open for new guests.
Hey, is the camera in place?
This trial is mine to judge.
Coba.
Perfectly understood.
Salah.
This way, please.
Perfectly understood.
You're waking it.
Keep calm. Feel my dark embrace.
A tooth for a tooth.
A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
Stay back, I say. I look forward to punishing you.
your service.
Ya, oh masuk ya?
Please, allow me.
Oke. Oh, kok gitu. Mereka dodge disatukan, berarti ya udah di ini aja.
A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic. Keep calm.
Oke.
Atop the scale of justice, the law is above all else. Feeling pain and knows regret.
Knock, knock. Room service. Sweet dreams.
Using troops.
Let's go.
I admire your courage, but bravery alone won't protect you from harm. Tell me, son, is what he said the truth of it? Now, you'll give me the names of Zeno's new recruits. Who are they?
Everyone! Every man and woman in this city that still has a shred of integrity!
I'm not gonna harm you, kid. And if ever I do, remember that old Duncan must have his reasons, and he'd never harm a friend intentionally.
This young man has one day to think it through. He will give us his names. Or he will give us his eyes and tongue as offerings. Mr. Duncan, let this task be set on you. Prove yourself worthy of our trust.
It will be my honor, Your Reverence.
Marcando, you'll stay with them. Don't forget what I told you earlier.
This place was once known for its inexhaustible mines, the riches of its rainforests, and its brave and passionate people. But now, the first two are gone. Chaos and power struggles loom over the younger generation, while the rich and well-connected sit atop their piles of corpses and rubble and feast, dining off golden plates with silver spoons, turning their noses up from the dogs at their feet. But that gold has lost its shine, and their silver spoons have tarnished. Everyone can see them for what they really are. So, what now? Either the people save themselves, or turn their fate over to the hands of the so-called savior. What would you do if it were you? That's a smart choice. Now that the carnival's over, people have to deal with more than just their hangovers. They must figure out how to save their own skins. Most, though, will just run around like chickens with their heads cut off, begging for their pain to be taken away. But all they'll get is another morphine shot. Nothing close to a real solution. Fear spreads like a disease, until an entire generation is out on the streets, hoping to find anything that will lift them out of their misery. No need to start panicking just yet. Things are still under control. Your lady friend has stepped up to solve this mess, and the veteran knows what he's doing. This city is unlike any you've seen before. You must learn its secrets to survive. Remember which street kids are from which alley, and what intel they can be relied on for. Learn the dates when the dealers bring their medicine into port, and figure out which water tanks hide the key to the local gang's safe house. Don't look at me for answers. It's none of my business.
In the narrow streets, violence is so often more than just a means to ending conflicts. It is a tool, and one all too readily used. I must note, however, with some relief that segregation so commonly observed in other regions is absent here. The Arcanists of Sao Paulo live alongside humans, with the latter often displaying traits more common to their Arcanist neighbors. Passionate, if a bit touchy. Life here is incomparable to the comfort, security, and freedom of New England. Hardship, violence, and oppression are the fundamentals of life, as constant as the sun, and as heavy as the rain. This country is renowned for its coffee and sugar. It is a land of beauty and bounty, treasures too often extorted, whether by the princes of Europe and their donatarios, or now by the bankers and corporations. Despite all the centuries of treasures extracted from the land, desperation remains everywhere you look. It is a place where insurmountable wealth and the deepest deprivations are neighbors. Sometimes they lie only a street across from one another. The multinationals have cut open the country's throat, and now they drink it dry, leaving the people struggling with poverty and chaos. It is a bleak existence. Dear readers, I share this with you so the story of these people might be heard. Shippy, do you know, has life always been like this here?
If you ask me, Doc, San Paulo in 1990 isn't much different from Nassau 1681.
It's a shame. Between the sunshine and warm sands, there is a good life to be lived here, if only they were free enough to live it. I used to dream of traveling to all sorts of fascinating places. A foggy city by the Thames, and a little town blanketed in snow and sunflowers. I met so many different people, though I find I can no longer recall their voices.
Marta?
I have only their words left. Only my records.
What? Tadi Carson sama Duncan, ini terus ada Marta.
Down at the bottom of Lake Ilopango, the people there turn it into a polenta with cornmeal. Supposedly, if you have it, you'd recall every last thing that's ever happened to you. Every bit of it.
Wow! What's the weed called?
Bagaimana mungkin? Chip in the bottle.
They call it La Hierba del Tonto, Spanish for the fool's weed. You see, lad, only a fool would want to remember everything. Sometimes a little forgetfulness is a blessing in disguise.
I beg to differ, Shippy.
Shippy.
Its lessons in pain and joy alike. That isn't a blessing. It's oblivion. But let's not argue over some mythical weed. For all the claims, no one has ever seen it. Just another myth, like the succubus or the minotaur.
Like the succubus, okay.
Aye, let's talk about succubi instead. That's sure to get the lads pricking up their ears. Back in 88, I mean 1688 of course, our chief mate, Mr. Morgan, had an encounter with a succubus after he found her seal while carousing in Portobello. If the rumors tell true, once he got a hold of it, she grabbed a hold on him too. I couldn't say what transpired, but we never saw hide nor hair of him again.
Look over there! Something's in the water!
What the devil is all that commotion?
Hey, wake up! Hey, stay with me! Can you hear me? Hello?
She's still breathing. Why won't she wake up?
Whew. What happened to the lass?
Miss, are you all right? Is there anything we can do? Yes, I'm fine. Our ship went down.
Blow me down. These waters are getting rougher by the day.
And we drifted down the river until we reached the shore here. I know she's traveling with her friends, but I don't know where they could be now. Everything happened so fast.
Shippy, what's going on? Are there people that need care? What's their condition?
Tolong dikasih tahu, saya nggak bisa lihat, kata dokter.
Just one, alas. She's still breathing, but she looks like she's been keelholed for a bit too long.
Miss, please lay her down on her side.
What are you going to do to her?
Save her, if I can. Good, good. She'll make it. Please, make sure her airway's clear.
Are you sure about that, Doc? The lass looks paler than a ghost. I think she's burning up.
You're right. We'll need to take her back with us. I'll fix some medicine for her. Would you give me a hand, miss? Help her up on my back. Oh, she's almost as light as a child. I need to run some tests and see if it's just an ordinary fever, or if she has contracted something from the water. Don't worry. You're safe with us.
Where are we going? Wait up!
Home.
Oh, dokter Dores. Satu lagi tuh. Oh, sebentar. Interesting. Kenapa jadi dapat lore Barbara di sini? Miss Barbara tinggi. This is foundation. Regarding your method of avoiding the storm. Oh. Ini ya, ini nggak selang-seling perse. Ini ada yang Barbara apa namanya? Kalau utuh shows no interest in this foundation, tapi kalau yang I'm sorry as you probably know you cannot hear the wind, so you can hear ini itu Barbara. The source location of the contributors package. Oh ini sebelum Haunted Highway, oke. Matilda has been appointed as a special investigator to continue our interview on the task has been transferred. Timekeeper has returned with information indicating. Oke. Makanya dibilang banyak spoiler di MV Goodbye sih ini. Iya, in a way ya, bener-bener. Makanya dia rada lama kan, Goodbye baru rilisnya kayak udah jalan 2 mingguan, eventnya baru dia rilis Goodbye. 2,5 minggu, kayak rada lama baru Goodbye di ini.
So you weren't even traveling together, and still you brought her all the way here. You have a good heart, Miss Kimberly.
You flatter me, Doctor. It was only that the current pushed her to my side when we all fell into the water. And I just couldn't forgive myself if I were to let her drown. In fact, she and I had met briefly before, in Texas. We didn't part on the best terms.
Yeah, it's certainly not the best terms.
We find ourselves in quarrels, even among friends.
No, we aren't.
Shh. We should let her get some rest.
May I touch her?
Fever is one of the biggest dangers here, though it's still better than diarrhea and vomiting. I'll take her to the veteran's residence for further treatment once her condition stabilizes.
It almost looks like she's only sleeping.
Are you two really not friends? Seems to me that you care for her very much.
She helped me. She was kind to me on the ship. The bloody ship. I don't know what happened.
Shh. Hush, please.
My apologies. As I said, it was only twice that we'd met. And somehow, both times turned out quite terrible for me.
Her hair is so silky. It's smooth and soft, like fine rain in my hands.
First it was Tuesday's motel. Things there turned into a right mess, and I didn't find what I'd lost. Then, in that manner, just as I was about to enjoy a bit of dinner, That wild girl burst in. They caught me, threw me into a tower, and locked me up. I was stuck there, waiting like a lamb to be slaughtered.
But you've made it through. You're safe with us. No one is going to hurt you here.
Thank you, Doctor. Goodbye.
Leaving your friends so soon, lass? Well, come as you are. I'll give you a lift. Perhaps we might have a bit of an old jaw along the way. After all, it's rare indeed to see one of your kind out and about these days.
A lift? Pardon me, madam, but I'm not sure you could bring me anywhere. You're a little too small and a little too stuck in that bottle.
A little too stuck.
Climb aboard, matey. So where's our heading? Or shall we go for a ride on the river? Don't be shy, I aim to make a friend of you. Don't be shy. I let the little ones play on my deck all the time, climbing here and there, like a bunch of cheerful little monkeys. And not just them. I ferry the good doctor from here to the veterans' residence, too. You'll have to wait till we reach the sea to see me at my full size. Once the water opens up, that's when I'm really free. Now, I ask again, where are we going, mate? Can't just let the wind decide our course.
Why not? I should like to go somewhere nobody will ever find me.
I'm afraid there's precious few places like that anymore, lass. I've spied the globes they've got nowadays. Seems like every last step has covered the four corners and back. But aren't you a strange sight, lass? You know, I've seen your kind before. Beautiful to look at, aye. But there's a darkness in you that lies beneath the surface, isn't there? But you're not like the rest of them, you'd say. Well, I would sooner believe in a map to El Dorado before I'd swallow the idea of a succubus with a heart of gold. So, was that girl your master? Did she have your seal? If that were true, then heart of gold or coal wouldn't matter for none. You'd be as thick as old tar. What? Are you wondering what gave you away? Your gloves don't do much to hide those claws. I could feel them pressing on my railings as soon as you hopped on. No use hiding them now, matey.
You! Are you going to turn me in?
turn you in? And how do you suppose I do that? I'm only a ruddy ship. Bring me back up on land and I'll be stuck right back in the bottle. No, lass. I've sailed with rougher folks than you. My old captain had a bounty on her head, too.
Gua kira thunder beneran, Ti.
Well, just so you know, I very much doubt they'll pay you anything for handing me over.
Maybe so, maybe so. Now, you've got the law in your tailwind. What happened? Did you spring loose from the old gibbet? Mark me now, young lass. If you're going to try to pull one over on me, you'll have to do a lot better job than that.
Are you mocking me? This is not how one ought to treat a new friend.
Quite right, lass. So then, who are your pursuers? And your master? Shouldn't you be under his protection? My old crew would say any captain that can't keep a ship safe is only good for bait.
I have no idea where he is, or where my seal is for that matter. He was a no-good fool, though. Or only good for bait, perhaps. I hope he's dead, rotting in some sewer back in San Francisco.
Well, mortal flesh doesn't last long. I've ferried many a passenger in my days, and none yet have escaped when Davy Jones came calling their name. As I recall, the first that went was William Halfleg. He lost the other half in a fight at the port of Southampton, hanged on the governor's orders. And Edward the Red Hand, a nasty piece of work from the Low Countries, loved a bit of throat cutting, until he got his own throat slit by some fool in a ramshackle pub on Tortuga.
White Room ini sangat pirates ya, sangat sailor.
Sounds as though they got what they deserved.
That they did, lass. They all got what they deserved. Some hanged, some drowned. Some we marooned on a desert isle with naught but a pistol and a flagon of rum. I've been to Plymouth, Nassau, Port Royal. I once even slipped into Seville disguised as a merchantman to smuggle pepper and cinnamon. Wherever the captain wanted to go, we sailed. But one by one, Davy took them all. Now here I am, a ship without a captain, my own master.
Oh wait,
I suppose that's a lot.
Volumenya lupa dinaikin dari tadi.
You ever thought about living a different life? To set sail for some far corner of the sea? Living on spiced rum and jerky thick as a buccaneer's hide? How's that sound, lass? Not that I'm saying we set sail today. It's only a bit of old fancy.
I really can't say, Chippy. I suppose I can't. Not yet, at least. There is something important I need to retrieve.
That's Captain White Rum to you. The ship of a captain and captain of the ship.
I prefer...
Ya mabok laut.
Sorry. What did you...
See, sick. I hadn't thought your kind capable of it.
Ugh. I didn't expect this either. What now?
Caramba! I like this girl, she's feisty. We're with the Brotherhood, Gorota. You apologize, now we might just let you go. Don't you know that Lord Santos is back? We can make this rougher for you if you like.
Careful, me lads. I wouldn't pull those knives.
Semoga bisa tidur. Dan ini kayaknya juga bentar lagi udahan sih. Paling beresin combat terus di. Kayak bocah-bocah. Sebentar.
Perfectly understood.
A tooth for a tooth.
You have a little faith in me, Master.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
It's for your safety.
Oh.
My dark embrace. Do keep calm, please. Hell's gates! Perfectly understood.
A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic.
Flee, mortals! Feel my dark embrace!
Nggak ada yang masuk kalau di dodge.
Calm.
Bisa ding.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood. Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
No.
This way, please, my child. Shall I, Master?
You're waking it.
Stay back, I say!
A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you?
Flee, mortals!
Knock, knock. Room service.
Set.
Not so tough now, are you, boys? Try this again, and I'll make a mince out of what's left of you.
Pencemaran sungai.
I know your fathers, me boys, and I think they wouldn't be none too happy to hear you claiming to be with the Brotherhood.
Let go. We're wasting our time here.
Bilge rats, the lot of them. Not even fit for the apostles. Brotherhood always lets their knives do the talking. If there'd been any doubt of what you are, lass, that fight sure cleared it up.
Harusnya sebentar, yang white room itu harusnya kebuka. White room katalog harusnya kebuka. Nah. Oh my god, mesti 5 B lah. Nggak bisa lah, 24. I think karena ini hari streaming yang biasa, kayaknya akan sudahan dulu. Sudah setengah 10. Ya kalau hari Rabu biasanya besoknya besoknya work from home, jadi nggak perlu bangun pagi. Cuman besok masih perlu bangun pagi, jadi adios dulu, disudahi dulu. Ya anyway, thank you yang sudah menyimak. Udah ya salah jadwal. Harinya juga geser. Biasanya Rabu sama Sabtu, ini kenapa jadi Selasa? Karena besok ada harus ini, habis pulang kantor ada acara sih. Jadi ya.
Ruby Port, a beauty from Douro Valley. Tastes as sweet as it smells. Believe me, it'll make your evening unforgettable.
Tenan sus banget sih. Anyway, ya, thank you buat yang sudah menyimak sampai jam segini. Ketemu lagi di hari Sabtu.